All right, we're gonna do a little stroll through Central Park. So even though we lived here for almost a year, we haven't done this little thing here. So when you come into the park, there's a little barcode here, and it says if you're not sure where to start, click here, and it sets up a tour for you to go through, and we're gonna check it out. We're also bringing our special guest, Snicks. You're gonna come with us on this one, huh? All right, let's go. All right, so we live on 85th and Broadway, and we come in to the park on 85th, but this tour doesn't start until where?
Like 60th on the east side.
The 60th on the east side, so we're on 85th on the west side, so we have to make our way. It's gonna take us about a half an hour, which we won't film, to get to the start of this tour.
The park.
Did you just do a bike ride?
I did. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful out today.
I just did the loop, and I would do another. This is actually a great day to do it because there are not that many people out. Saturdays are a little like you're dodging.
All right, we're at the start. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. So this is Grand Army Plaza. This is the Pulitzer Fountain. This statue is of General Sherman. And this is right across from the fountain that we were just at. What's that, Snicks? You ready to move on? So this is the gate into the park. There's a little family of turtles right over there. You get quite the echo in here, don't you? Central Park Zoo. That's the arsenal. It actually was here before the park. So this building did house ammunition. So one of the cool things is the symbols for the Republican and Democrat Party are the elephant and the donkey, or jackass I should say. And those actually became the symbols in this park. So this is the Delacorte Clock. Now I do have a short video of this where you actually see it moving, but it only moves at certain times. So we just walked under an overpass, and you can see it behind me, and this is how interstates actually started, from things like this in this park. To be or not to be, that's Shakespeare. That's Christopher Columbus. So this is an Indian hunter. And this statue was done by John Quincy Adams Ward in 1866, so a long time ago. So right next to the statue is Sheep Meadow Lawn. On our tour, we find some beach volleyball going on here in Central Park. So those two statues were of Scottish writers. Go on, Snicks. So this is called Cathedral Walk or Writer's Walk because of all the writer statues that you just kind of saw. But it also looks like a cathedral from the outside You know, it's just a long way with things, statues on each side, so it kind of looks like a cathedral, so it's called Cathedral Walk. So the next stop is the world famous Bandshell, and they have performances in this thing. And on the far side of it is a statue of Beethoven. So this is the Plaza area, and we're going to have a beautiful view up here of a lake. So there's two staircases here. We're going to be walking down them, and there's 4 railings, and each railing represents a season. So it's pretty cool. You got, starting from the right, you got spring, and it goes all the way through the winter. That's spring, summer. This is fall, and this is winter. Wow, it's amazing. You know, we lived here for 9 months, and there's all these details of what's out here in the park, and we barely see it, right? What do you think about it?
I bet nobody knows.
Yeah, probably not. And this is the Bethesda Fountain. The forest back there is called the Ramble. There's a lot of turtles in there.
COVID hit, I would be the only one here.
That is one long dress. Looks like there's a lot of weddings and events here, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah. So the bridge that we were just on, which is behind me now, is called Bow Bridge because it's shaped like a bow. So that building with the 2 towers is the San Remo and houses a lot of movie stars and celebrities and rich people, not like me. Like Steve Martin is one, and there's just a bunch of others that were there. So back in the day, that fountain was actually made for horses to drink, but looks like they don't do it now, but that's what they used to do in the past. Maybe they still do. There's a horse right next to the fountain. So the statue behind me is called the Falconer, and crazy enough, someone actually stole the bird twice now. Statue of Daniel Webster. We all know who he is. So this is Strawberry Fields, which is a memorial to John Lennon, who obviously was a Beatle and got killed right outside here. And this is where John Lennon lived. It's called the Dakota. So they didn't cover everything. I do have some shorts of some other parts of Central Park I'll put in right after this. But Robin, what do you think of the tour?
I thought it was pretty decent. I thought he had a lot of information. I liked the way it worked where he knew where you were, so we would start talking when you got somewhere. So yeah. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty cool, the technology where it actually, you know, can tell where you are, so then it won't start up again until you get to where you need to go. But overall, pretty cool, and we learned a lot of Central Park doing that. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and share it if you can, and also if you
want to continue your healthy, happy living journey, just 2 videos will pop up any moment. You can click on any of those videos and you can continue your happy, healthy living journey. And we'll see you next time. The prices you have when you live in the city is you have rats. So a lot of people don't know this, but there's actually a castle in Central Park in New York City. This is Belvedere Castle. All right, awesome run in Central Park.
Awesome.
We're too tired, we gotta do a high five. This is a brilliant idea that New York City has. So we're in the park, Central Park, and there's a reservoir here. And you can see behind me, there's this ladder. And that ladder is for if someone gets out on the ice and it breaks and they fall in. Those ladders are actually there. There's a few of them around the reservoir to help rescue them in case that happens. I think it's a brilliant idea. There's a drone show going on in Central Park. Looks pretty cool. We're going to a vegan pop-up in Central Park. You excited, Robin?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So we're getting some sloppy joes, but made out of jackfruit. Bird watchers out here looking for the birds migrating, and these bird watchers have much better cameras than I do. Well, I guess there was a little bird up there. I think you saw it, and for some reason people love that bird. I'm not sure why, but there is bird watching here in Central Park, New York City. This is a statue of King Jagiello, that's how I pronounce it right, in Central Park here, and he is the King of Poland, or was the King of Poland. We are at the New York City half. Awesome job, guys. Almost done, almost done. Good job. You are just about done. One thing I like about New York is you get some pretty talented people here. We're in Central Park. I'm going to show you what some people did with the snow here. I mean, that's pretty cool. They made a polar bear. And here's another one. So I have to admire people who can actually do that, because I have no artistic talent like that at all. All right, on a run here in Central Park. And this tree is a tribute to our beloved Flaco. And Flaco was an owl that was in a zoo and escaped and was free for about a year. They didn't know if the bird can live, but it did. But then about a year later, it ended up hitting a window of a building, and it died, which is sad. And so everyone loved Flaco, so I'm going to show you the tree. as you can see, people love this little bird. So rest in peace, Flaco. Rest in peace. This is pretty cool. This is Central Park. They've got these sailboats going, and these sailboats are completely wind power when they move. There's no little motor in there that's making them move. Pretty cool.
And it's completely 3D printed.
So this is 3D printed.
Yep. You can see the sections which are put together.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, and you see how you see the striations in it?
Yeah.
That's the print.
That is so cool. So I thought that was fascinating about the boats. What do you think?
Yeah, I had no idea. So that's why it pays to be curious and talk to people.
Love running on the reservoir in New York City, Central Park. What do you think, Robin?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful day out today, too. Like 75 degrees. It's awesome. All right, that was an awesome run. What did you think?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So we were on the reservoir for a little while, then we kicked out. How long is that loop in the reservoir?
1.58 miles.
So 1.58, so if you want to run 3, you do it twice, so you get a little bit more than 3, or you can always stop short. And I just want to say one thing that was really cool about this park is just seeing all these people out here being healthy and doing healthy things when it's such a beautiful day, and getting outside and getting away from the TV set and all that kind of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, enjoying the gorgeous days now. It's awesome.
So it looks like there's an AIDS walk going on in Central Park today. What do you think?
Yeah, it's the 2024 AIDS Walk. It's the biggest in the country.
Wow. Now that is a lot of dogs. So these are dog walkers, and they get all the dogs ready to go here in Central Park. Strawberry Fields, inspired by John Lennon. So that's the Dakota Building where John Lennon lived and was killed in front of. Meet the Beatles. Not the Beatles, but the Beatles. Out here in New York City. All right, after a long winter here in New York, we got a beautiful spring day. Central Park is buzzing with life, and we're getting ready to go for a run. So, you ready for a run?
Very excited, yes.
All right, let's get going. All right, 3 miles done. Good job.